Hi and welcome back to Normski TV, doing another transfer daily today, and it's like a bit of a late one, but listen, I'm going to go ahead with it. Just before I go into it, the games today, Croatia, Spain, 8-goal thriller, absolutely mad. Spain at one point was 1-0 down, and it didn't look like they were going to come back in it, and then next thing you know, they're 3-1 up, then it went to 3-all. It went to extra time, and listen, they came out winners, winning 5-3. And as we speak now, France are playing, who are they playing right now? Switzerland. And they were losing 1-0. And I think Benzema even missed a penalty, I think. As I said, as I'm speaking now, it's 2-1. They've turned the game around. It's 2-1 to France at the moment. So by the time I finish this video, by the time you see this video, I'm hoping that France will have gone through, but we don't know. It's still a way to go in that game. But listen, we'll see what happens concerning that. But listen, guys, let's get to business. Let's talk about transfer dealings with Arsenal, the rumours, all the rumours that are coming out. And today there's quite a few rumours concerning a new left back. Well, actually, we're looking at two left backs, and also the situation with Smith Rowe. Villa putting in a bid for him, £30 million bid. But listen, I don't think that's going to happen. But let's first of all start off with the left back that we've been linked with, and apparently we're in talks with, and that's the player he plays for Benfica. His name is Tavares, if I've pronounced that right. He's 20, I think he's 21 years old, and Arsenal are interested in him. And apparently we are in talks with his representatives. This is according to Sky. Also Romano has came out with it, and I think David Alstein spoke about it as well. So all the outlets are talking about it. So there's obviously definitely some truth in this with regards to us going for this left back. Apparently we want to give him a 5-year deal. He's worth around about £12 million. Young, as I said, hasn't played much for Benfica. I think he's played something like 7 games for them, first team games, and that's probably coming off the bench. He's pretty raw, very quick player. But, you know, listen to other podcasts and stats on him. His defensive qualities is not that brilliant. He's good going forward, but just defensively, he's not good. But would he be a good acquisition to have in the Arsenal side to back up Kieran Tierney? We know Kieran Tierney sometimes does get injured, and we are looking for a backup left back. Would this guy fit the bill? As I say, it seems as if Arsenal are in talks with him for a 5-year deal. This is what they're talking about, and I just need to find exactly where they were being speaking about this. Let me just read it. It goes, the 21-year-old, this is the Sky headlines here. It says a 21-year-old broke into Benfica's first team in 2019 and made 14 league appearances last season, plus 5 more in the Europa League. He's tall, strong, athletic full-back with good crossing and passing ability, who likes to get forward and attack. So we're talking about Tavares. Came through Benfica's youth ranks and has played for their B team first, before making 41 appearances for the Benfica senior so far. It's saying that now that Tierney has signed a long-term deal contract, Arsenal are looking to tie up some competition for the Scotland international. Now, would Tavares, if I'm pronouncing it right, would he be a good backup for Kieran Tierney? He's cheap, so that's good. He's got some ceiling there. He's got potential to be developed into a good left back. You know, do we go for an experience? So obviously we're going to miss out on Ryan Bertrand. He looks like he's off to Leicester. Do we go in for a more experienced left back, or do we go with somebody that's young and you know, costing only 12 million? We don't want to outlay too much money, but we want to be able to go for a player that we know that has some potential. Now, is he going to be able to deal with the rigours of the Premier League? It's a rough and tumble, and you know, I think there was a guy who knows a little bit about Portuguese football. I can't remember his name, but he was talking on one of the channels, and he was saying basically that he doesn't feel that he's ready yet for the Premier League. Possibly give him another season, maybe buy him, send him back out on loan. I don't know what you think. What are your thoughts on that? Do you think it's a somebody that we should go for, or do we need to go for somebody that's more experienced, maybe somebody that knows the Premier League a bit more? What do you think? Let me know. Put it in the comments. So it's Tavares, who we're linked with. Apparently, a 5-year deal that's put on the table, and all the outlets are reporting it at this moment. So let's see what happens. Let's watch this space. But it seems like there's serious interest concerning that left back. There is another left back that I want to also speak about, and I'm hoping that I will be able to find him, because you know me and Mike trying to find information concerning players. And let me just find this one, and I think his name is Dominic. No, is it? It's not Dominic. Let's go, because these are like update stuff that I'm getting now, updates. So I will get to it. I don't know where I got Dominic from, but this guy is Miguel Gutierrez, and he plays for Real Madrid. And you know, Arsenal are also showing some interest in this player. I think he's got a £34 million. He's got a £34 million buyout clause, and is Arsenal going to be willing to actually go for this player? We are linked with him, and it just says here, and this is reporting from Football London. It says Arsenal consider a summer transfer move for Real Madrid youngster Miguel Gutierrez. According to the Athletic, they said the teenager, 19 years old, could be the latest Spaniard to join the club. You know, we obviously had Ceballos and Odegaard on loan. Now, Gutierrez started out in Getafe as a youngster, but he's now swapped the blue and white for the stripes, or the strip of Real Madrid. And he came through the academy, Real's academy ranks since, and he's highly regarded at the Bernabeu. They nickname him the Eagle, and he's one of Real Madrid's most promising Castilla, the club's this is the club's reserve team players. He made his breakthrough into the first team under Zinedine Zidane last season, making 6 appearances in La Liga towards the end of the campaign. So, look, he hasn't. I actually mixed up in terms of the players. You know, at the start I said that Tavares played only 7 games. I was actually talking about this player. Gutierrez caught the eye with some impressive displays in his performance against Granada in a 4-1 victory, where he registered an assist and played the full 90 minutes. Now, you know, Arsenal are said to be interested in him. He's another left back. Do we go and spend £34 million? That's what I think they are quoting. He's going to cost around £34 million. Now, if you're spending £34 million, if that's the suggested price, do you think Kieran Tierney will look at that and think, hang on, I'm just spending that kind of money on him? Is it a case of, well, mate, I don't know. Is it? I don't know. Is it a case of maybe you don't see me as your first choice? I know it sounds crazy, but listen, Kieran Tierney, you ain't got to worry, mate. You ain't got to worry. But I don't think, you know, Gutierrez is going to want to come and play second fiddle to Kieran Tierney. So who do you prefer out of Gutierrez or Tavares? Yeah, 12 million, 34 million. They're both promising players, but who do you think would cut it in the Premier League? So those are the 2 left backs that have been linked with Arsenal. And again, guys, we're just going to have to wait and watch this space concerning that. Now, going on to some more, the deal with Lokonga is very, very close now. It looks like he's going to be left out of Anderlecht's pre-season. He didn't actually play in any of the European Championships for Belgium. He didn't actually make the team, but that's good news for Arsenal. We're very close in terms of the deal is very imminent now. They're saying, you know, he's going to cost around about £17 million pounds. I think that's what I think. Anderlecht have held out to. He's looking like, you know, he's ready to come to Arsenal. He could be one of our first signings of many. Hopefully Ben White thing will be sorted out as well. But Lokonga deal is the one that looks like is going to be the first one that's going to be done. So let's just hope. Let's just hope that you know, it gets over the line quick. You know what I mean? And hopefully, you know, that will just be the start of many. So the Lokonga deal is very close, very imminent, and hopefully, you know, he will come into the Arsenal and he can learn off Thomas Partey. You know what I mean? But we are going to still need more midfielders. Lokonga, as I said, right, he's not African, so obviously, you know, he plays for Belgium, so he wouldn't go missing when it comes to the African Cup of Nations. But, you know, he's going to be very new to the Premier League. But we want to get somebody in that knows the Premier League. Is it going to be a Neves? Who knows? Let's see what happens, basically. Let's see what happens. So the Lokonga deal is very, very close. Now, Aston Villa spoke about this. You know, they put in a bid for £25 million for Smith Rowe. That got quickly rejected. Then they've come with a second bid for £30 million. It looks like they, you know, they want to go away here. And for me, I'm not worried because I think, you know, Smith Rowe will sign the contract. But is it his agent? Is his agent really kind of sort of playing, you know, the teams off to try and get a better, you know, a better contract? You know, being linked with Aston Villa. Now, they've come in with a £30 million bid today, which has been rejected. And again, this was reported by Sky. You know, and for me, the Gunners are not entertaining this. Now, apparently, there is a price on his head of £42 million. That's what he's currently worth. So Villa only have to find £12 million. Would Arsenal then accept that? Would Edu go, well, £42 million? Let's see what happens, you know. And it's just funny how, you know, we're coming like Arsenal's feeder club. I'm Aston Villa's feeder club. But it's funny how, you know, Aston Villa are trying to, you know, make Smith Rowe kind of just unsteady and make it unnerving in this situation. But look, to be honest, you know, I don't think they're going to unsettle him. And I just hope and pray that this deal gets done. Tierney's already signed the deal. So, Smith Rowe, sign the ting. I'm saying to you, sign the ting. Yeah, and sign it quick. Yeah. So, listen, I do feel that he will sign a new deal with Arsenal. And I wouldn't worry too much. But he's got 2 years left on his contract. So, you know, he's probably holding up for more money. And the agent, you know, driven, all of this is behind it as well. So it could be very agent driven, but hopefully, you know, Smith Rowe is going to want to stay at the club and to be a mainstay in there and to build a club around him, Saka and all those young players that we hopefully will get for the future. Let's move away from there and let's just go back and just see if there's any more late news that we can actually speak about. And I'm just scrolling through very, very quickly and looking at this at the moment. There doesn't seem to, okay, the Bellerin situation. Just to say with Bellerin, you know, Inter Milan are very interested in him. The situation is that they want to take him on a loan deal with the option to buy. Now, Arsenal will just want to sell him. They just want to sell him. You know, I don't want to entertain him. You know, it suits the team that he's going to. It doesn't suit us. Why would we want to, you know, send him on loan and then if he doesn't do well, then they have this option. It should be an obligation to buy. Yeah, not an option to buy, an obligation to buy. And at the end of it, they have to buy him. But to be honest, we need to sell him lock, stock and barrel. That's what we need to do. So Inter Milan are interested in him because obviously they're going to be losing Hakimi to PSG, and they are looking for a left back replacement. Now, obviously, if say it doesn't work out with Bellerin, then maybe, you know, Inter Milan will probably look elsewhere for a left back. But I'm hoping this will sort. I know Spain, there's a number of clubs in Spain that are interested in him as well. So there are a lot of suitors there out for him. It's just about Arsenal getting the right kind of money for him. I think they're looking at for around about 17 mil to 20 mil. That's what they want for Bellerin. If we can get that kind of money, then obviously that will go into the coffers and go towards the signing of new players. So we'll watch this space concerning Bellerin, but he looks like he's definitely on his way out, and we'll just see what happens. Obviously, Granit Xhaka, again, you know, that deal looks very close. So he was questioned in Rome, and, you know, the reporters have a way of twisting the words, and they were saying, basically, you know, Arsenal know what I want to do, and I love it here in Rome. Well, actually, what he said is that, they asked him, how you find in Rome? And he said, I like it here. And then the question was asking about Arsenal. They just took it out of context, and it's just done to get clickbait and to sell loads of papers or whatever you want to call it. So the situation with Granit Xhaka is that hopefully a deal will come soon. Now, if they get knocked out tonight, I don't know what the score is currently at the moment, but if they do get knocked out tonight, then we can get this deal going and get Granit Xhaka off our books. Let's just see if there's any other late news filtering as I speak. And the situation with Ramsdale quickly. You know, Arsenal are looking at Ramsdale. They are interested in him. They want a goalkeeper. Maybe Leno's future is uncertain at the moment. The Nana situation is that maybe they've been put off because of the fact that, you know, his ban is going to run into so he can only start training in September, and then he can actually play November. So maybe at the moment the stuff has gone cold on that with regards to Onana. They've turned their attention to Ramsdale. I don't know. I mean, we was hearing news that, you know, we're putting a bid. I don't think we have actually put in a bid. We're hearing that Sheffield United want 40 million. I think he's actually valued at around about 24 million pounds. Now, is Arsenal going to go and get him, and is he going to become our first team player? We'll still need a backup keeper. If Leno is going to go, would Ramsdale be a good first choice keeper? I don't really think so. Watching him last season, I didn't rate him much. He was bought from Bournemouth, and they paid a whopping 25+ million for him, if my memory serves me right. So, to be honest, I don't feel he's good enough to be a number one for Arsenal. We want to go out and get somebody better. Look, I don't know how it's all going to work out. Maybe we need to keep Leno for another season. I think he's probably got a year, maybe 2 years left on his contract, and then look at getting rid of him, but then sort out a number two. Matt Ryan looks like he may be going to Celtic. Runnison is just not good enough, but we do need to find a number two keeper, and quick, basically. So we're gonna have to watch this space concerning the goalkeeping situation there. There are talks involved with Ramsdale's agents, and we'll see what happens concerning that. Other than that, I think that's it for tonight, and hopefully we'll have some more news tomorrow concerning you know, the whole transfer business with Arsenal. I'm hoping, and I'm saying hoping, so look out to do England Germany watch along with my Spa Kofi. So look out for that. Kickoff is at 5 o'clock, so I'm hoping to set that up for you. So join me tomorrow as we will watch the England Germany. So England, we need to do the business. We need to go out there and beat the Germans, and please start Saka. Come on, Mr. Southgate, start Saka. We need that man on the pitch, him and Grealish. Yeah, we need to take the game to Germany, and let's go out there and do the business against them. But listen, guys, thanks for watching the channel. Thanks for your support. Please like. If you're new, subscribe, share, and I'll see you tomorrow, hopefully, on a Transfer Daily watch along. Take care.